The first day of the gallbladder Chichai must be a blessing day. Should be. So I've heard. And the frequency today is the tranquility or the voice, the duodenum. One little feature is coming late. And you see, it's a little bit of a different view of our room today. And what you see behind me, that is our living room altar, or it became that since we met last time. It's an illuminated rose quartz and more rose quartz, a little Buddha and 3 candles. And that altar somehow became too small, the size of it, to take all the candles for the people who left the body in the meantime. Strong times. On top of the altar, that is a picture of Padmasambhava. That's the guy, in case you haven't heard it, that's the guy who gave us. He founded Tibetan Buddhism and he gave us the original transmission of the Bardo Tudol, the guidance through the gaps. The gap between incarnation is the most famous one as Bardo. The many Bardos, Bardo of meditation, Bardo of dream, Bardo of living, Bardo of becoming. Padmasambhava has a very short, one very short way of being called upon. And it's just Om Ahum. There's a little second line, Bensa Guru Pemasidi Hum. But Om Ahum will do. And over time, while Osho brought these guys very close to my heart, I guess to many of us, Om Ahum and its magic and its power of support has shown. I'm very grateful for that. And with the beginning of that Chichai, I want to start the meeting with a little meditation just in honor of death and dying, in honor of death as part of life. However little we understand of it, really. In honor of that which changes the form, that which gives us the opportunity until the very last breath in this body to realize the truth, and then another chance in another body. And so, looking into the past few weeks, the personal friends who we knew quite closely, also 2 of the Tibetan house left the body, and others who are close to us or whose relatives are close to us. And we may never agree with death. It never seems to come timely. It's always untimely when it hits us or the ones we love. How can we agree to lose someone precious in our life? Our friend, family member, partners, children, loved ones. We are the left behinds who deal with the loss. And feeling grief and feeling the loss and the sadness thereof is simply part of living, part of that mysterious whole. And so is saying goodbye and wishing those who left a good journey, however little we know of it. And that helps our hearts to fall into place. I have no idea if it helps the departed. I don't remember that. It helps us to feel the love in our hearts, to feel the connectedness, to realize maybe we have lost the sound of that voice of that friend, the feeling of their touch. And then there is something that we haven't lost and cannot lose. And that is so much more than a memory. A memory is always just a story. Even the memory of you every morning is just a little story. There is something deeper than the memory. When you've loved someone, that stays with you in your heart. It actually stays with you in the heart of every cell. It may sometimes even have that same voice from within you. You may find that the same qualities develop through you. It's a joining and merging which love does. And who are we to say, oh, I haven't gotten enough of that sort of love from that one. They cannot go. Yes, they do. Transitioning on with their journey. And it often looks so unfair, so unjust. That is according to our judgment. Judgment separates us. That is what I received with my name when I took sannyas. The last 2 lines of it speak of when you are no more separate, there can be no death. And since then, I've been looking, what is it that separates me or us from each other, from the whole, from God, from life, from the truth? That's our judgments, our opinions, our story of me. That is what makes the dewdrop forget that it's water in the middle of the ocean. In being willing to give up separation, even without exactly knowing how that works, just in being willing to give that up, that moves us closer, not only to embracing death, and before that, old age, loss, and the likes, illness. It moves us also closer to that which stays connected through time and form and no form. So let's take a conscious breath right into our hearts. And in honor of and with gratitude and with joy for the friends who have departed, for Sundram, for Bela, Simon, Ioana, and for those friends who are injured after accidents or struggling with illness right now. For all which reminds us that overcoming death isn't to live forever in a healthy young body. That's not working. But to discover that which doesn't come and go.